now we're recording so I can upload this later. That was like simple things like that were escaping my mind for so long, and I'm like making extra work for myself for no reason. It's like all of a sudden my brain's back to full function, and it's like, just do simple, easy things, Bridget. You know, just do that step now instead of later, and you'll save yourself 2 hours of your time. I'm like, oh my god, how dumb was I? I really feel like there was like a whoo over me. Just because of, I just do. I just feel, I don't know. I'm sure other people might be able to tell that like something has shifted. Yeah, so like things that were not working in our favor could be lifting at this time. The wheel of karma, the wheel of fate. Like if you've been doing good and being good and like really honestly just trying to like show up, and even if you fucked up and did something wrong, maybe you've been standing alone, like listening to the guidance, because there's like, it's hard to be like the low man out here just like going against other things, or trying to do what you feel is right even when everybody around you is like, no, that's not right. And it's like, I don't know, man, I don't do what you're doing. People don't accept that all the time, so sometimes we have to get enlightened and, you know, separate ourselves from the arguments, separate ourselves from the things that repeat again and again and again, and start sparking the flames of something good into our life instead of the burdens and the omens and the like, I've been cursed, shame, regret, guilt, baggage, having people who are self-motivated and something that's wrong, deceitful, redhead, cunning, sly, crafty, you know, not good omens, anything like that, any like thing that's been whipping you and just been like painful over and over again. We're getting resourceful. We're getting like, oh my god, here I am. Now I know. I see between the lines and I see into the darkness, and I'm fucking sweeping that shit out of my life, cleaning up the baggage, cleaning up the ball and chain, like freeing myself from that shit and having the metamorphosis so that I can have the right partnerships in my life with the right people who are going to be there for me. And I don't have to hoard. I don't have to be all like freaked out about it, because stuff's coming. Abundance is coming. We're going to be procreating, a sudden increase, multiplying fertility, things spinning into our favor. Like, I really feel it's like, I know for sure next month is going to be like a really good month just in my own personal life with things that have been stressful for me for a while. Like, I just know I just got to get there and I'll be sitting like the Empress again. But in the meantime, it's like this in-between time I feel is like a push to also like get there and like really blow up to the fullest extent that it could, you know, because like sometimes when things are too easy, we don't work as hard, or we don't try as much as we should, or we feel like, oh, I could just do it tomorrow. Sometimes I feel like we're put to the grind so that we do push ourselves, so we have to bounce when we hit that bottom. So the Empress is like attractiveness in ourselves and others, grace, charm, beauty, love, relationships, art, magnetism, abundance, pleasure, and happiness. So we're bringing in our happiness. We're on a quest for migrating, relocating, becoming dependable, and knowing where we're going. And we're on a cyclical journey. But if we're faithful, which faithful has been coming up all week, we can heal our subconscious blocks. We can become sensual, divine, feminine, affectionate. We can heal our psyche. We can tap into our fantasies. We can do the things we need to do in order to accomplish our goals and come to the end of the chapter where we have achievement, time and matter, structure, governing, responsive. So be responsible, you know, like where are you finding yourself restricted or things not working in your favor? Like I was talking to some of my sisters tonight, and I'm like, you know, instead of fixing the car that's been broken so many times, spend $1,000 on it, go get a new car with a low car payment that instead of that $1,000 all right then, you could do $200 every month for a low car payment. And it's like, sometimes we don't think of that in the moment because we're like, oh no, this big obstacle in front of me, and we take on it instead of like going around or through it in a way that's like, oh, this is much better. I just upgraded. I got a better deal. Like, I didn't put $1,000 into this thing that's going to keep breaking. And because my mindset has been shifting in that way, I've noticed a lot of, like, good positives. Just even signing up to Uber the other day, I was like, my dad's like, I don't know about the car, man, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever. I didn't care. I just did it anyways. I was like, I'll just do the ones around here. Because that's what I did before. I just would go down near the bars and pick all the drunk people up at the end of the night and drive them home and end up with women who were like, about dudes. And they'd end up watching my readings and becoming a subscriber. But, Uber now lets you rent cars for $4 an hour, or a Tesla for a couple $100 a week. And I was like, I could be driving around a Tesla for like one night of driving. Like, and then it gets me out of the house. It gets me out of like that energy that has been blocking me. You're welcome. Hello. I had an awesome day yesterday. I filmed my magical area, and I keep finding more proof of the ancient megalithic history here. Awesome sauce. Nice. Going through the metamorphosis, changing things. The white wolf is here. It says confidence, guidance, trust your gnosis, freedom, resilience, stamina. Believe in your power. Believe in your power. You can do it. Wishes, peace, nighttime, falling in love, blessed, hope, dreams, inspired, providence, miracles. Believe your miracles are coming, and the light bulbs will start going off in your brain. And again, it's so fucking quick. Like, I did this 30-day challenge because the last time I did a 30-day challenge was years ago, like 2017 at the end of it, and it was like within such a short amount of time, everything in my life that was not working got ignited. And all that stuff. Enthusiastic, creative, forceful, sexy, larger than life, passionate, inspired energy came billowing back in, and it was like flaming and spark the flames and start show up every day for yourself. Be resourceful, conservative, tenacious, disciplined, like the eyes on the prize. Not having like the freedom of all the things that I had for so long. It's made me realize where I was wasting things. It's made me be more resourceful and like come up with things and think ahead, and it's a much better place to be, even though you may not be in the like best situation of your life per se, when it comes to like, oh, your ego or society standards. Like, oh, I'm not making any money at the moment, but I know it's coming. And the fact that I like lost everything just hit me back down into that bottom again, where now I'm going to bounce up, and now I know again, like, we don't do this to ourselves. We don't give to our own demise. We don't, like, let ourselves, break down and not be able to do stuff. So we have enlightenment that comes out of these times. It's a great leap to look for new things and get out a bit. Yes. It's a good time right now. Yep, look, tracks. We're getting on the fucking tracks, and we're like, I think I can. I'm going one way, and I'm going the distance, and I'm going to travel on autopilot. In my transformation, active, renew, restless, arrive, departure, renovate, move, pregnancy, birth. So it's like a rebirth. Some of you could have like a baby come in with a stork. But anything that's been like working against you, where it's like if you've only been like self-interest, that was another message that came, like, or if you've been dealing with somebody that's only like self-interested, or they like put you into their yarn and they're stringing you along. The key to like the freedom in that is to basically get steady into the fact that like I can spin my wheel of favor. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I need to eliminate the people who are making me like sticking around with the people that aren't filling you up in a way that feels good is not good. You need to migrate away from that. And like I was telling my dad that today, like he comes home from work every day and he's miserable. He's pissed off. He's like, it's impacting me emotionally, physically, mentally, everything, to deal with this fucking guy that he deals with every day, and he hates him. And I'm like, stop going there. Like, it's not worth it to be that miserable. Like, just stop going. Like, something else will come about. Like, you're a fucking carpenter. Like, let's build shit. Let's do something. But when you're in that environment all day long where someone's constantly negative, it rubs off on you. And so when he comes home, a lot of times he's doing the same thing that guy does to him. And I'm like, stop it, man. You're bringing us both down. Because it's like, you can only take so much of the before you go down into that place. And so you got to keep lifting yourself out of it. And you got to keep trying to do the work. And sometimes we have to cut people loose. You look to be the hummingbird, to rise out of negativity. I had a hummingbird fly into my house last week into the atrium, and it was like just sitting there on the thing. And then the other day, one came into my dining room and was like, ah, ah. Two of them in less than a few days came into my house. And this was the message that I was getting about that. It is time to enjoy yourself, to be present, to have the rapid response, the resilience, and to lift out of the negativity into the lightness of being. And when you do, you start finding those 4-leaf clovers, like I found the other day when I was looking for dog poop. I'm like, oh, another 4-leaf clover. And I found one like the week before. And those are the things that we start finding instead of poop, instead of like more misery and more problems, we start having the aha moments, we start having the epiphanies, the enlightenment, the happy coincidences, the rewards, the good fortunes, the unexpected rendezvous, the carefree flings, luck, empress essence energy, and we put a death to the old shit that's like, nope. Yeah, don't let, money is, I feel like some of us are going through it with money too right now because of what's to come in the future. It's like, stop worrying about it, because it's like, it's just part of the fucking facade out there. Like, I don't want to get into it because it's just a long ass fucking thing that people aren't really interested in. They don't, if you're not interested in it, you won't want to hear it. So let's focus on unconditional love. Let's focus on the divine union, the eternal love, the infinite, the love of a lifetime, that legendary lifting out of love. If you want love, if you want this, you've got to do this. You've got to lift out of the darkness. You've got to lift out of the, oh my God, yeah. If you feel like I'm cursed, I'm this, I'm in regret, I'm shameful, I'm feeling guilt, I'm feeling burdened, you got to start looking for the good and put a death to the old and lift out of the darkness, lift out of this stuff, and you'll get inspired. Your spirit knows, your divine guides are trying to show you how to have that rebirth and heal that little child inside of you and listen to your mind in a new way, reprogram your mind in a new way. Do what you need to do to have the dolphin harmony in your life with the people, for effective communication, playful humor, fun, collaboration, and joy. I know, my grandmother passed down the ability to find 4-leaf clovers, and they stick out to me. Like, they just, I see them. Like, it's been twice when I walk, it was like a cyclical thing for me. These are just the ones that I put in here for my mom and me in that picture. But I have a photo album, one of those big photo albums with the whole thing of it, and then I have another page in the photo album with like more on it, and then I have some downstairs that are taped, just like taped. There's some right here. Actually, I have a 5-leaf clover here too. I think that one is, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's a 5-leaf here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw one the other day. I don't know where I put it though. But I find them, like, they stick out to me. My grandmother could do it, and she like passed over the ability to eat. I think this one might be a 5-leaf clover, but it's like layered in there. But they stick out to me. It's like, one of these things isn't the same. And I could be walking like pretty quickly, and they're just like, boop. I don't know what it is. I can't, like people are like, is it lighter? Is it darker? I'm like, I don't really know. It's just, it doesn't belong. It's like, sometimes they're lighter, sometimes they're darker. But I've always been able to find them since I was a little girl. My mother hated it because she tried her whole life and could never find them and was like, what the fuck? When I started doing it at 7. I'm like, I got one. I used to pretend when I was little, like before I could do it, and I would split one of the things, and I'd be like, look, I found one. But then I actually did start finding them, and now I find them all the time. So probably going to put those into those creations too that I've been making with the epoxy, and making something with them to make little luck charms for people, because they are lucky, and it is a rare thing. It's another one of those things that connects to Bridget, where Grandma Ern is. I didn't find one, but it proper help, massive anxiety. Yeah, just looking can help. I feel like some people just have an eye for them. Yeah, you did that too. You're like, I got one. Well, it maybe that helped us to like be able to manifest it later on. Like, I did it, because they say that's how to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest finding one, trick your subconscious into doing it. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, look at my mom. My mom still did it even though she was older. She never got past the let's pretend stage. But I don't know. There's a girl that I know on Facebook that I met in the Facebook group for Pleiadians years ago, and she's like a sister to me. She's another one of those like Guinevere's of like, I've never met her in person. I really don't know her, but it's like there's something about the energy that comes through, like the name or the profile picture, or it's just something that sticks out to me about people, and it's like I just recognize them. And the more that I've known this person over the years, the more I see more. Like, she's always finding 4-leaf clovers. She shares pictures of herself, and it's like they look like old pictures of myself. it's weird. She shared pictures of her friends from high school once, and I was like, I really honestly thought it was one of my pictures from, or one of the people from high school that I went to school with, because I was like, well, that's all the people I know. But they're like in another fucking state. I was like, oh, that's not people I know. That's your version of my life. It's really weird. I thought I was Hawkeye, but you are splicing the gene. Yeah, we can create it, make it. If you can't do it yourself, you can create it. So anyways, what we're doing tonight is contentment with Hathor, to bring contentment and peace into our lives. It's a very simple, easy one for those just coming in. We need 4 blue stones. I have some here. I have many here, actually. But I'm doing this for many people. So I have my lapis lazuli. I've got my turquoise. I've got my apatite. I've got my lots of labradorite. I'm going to move this back here. And I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see what I'm talking about. And I got my moons and things like that. I'm going to be going live on the 2nd on the Divine Essentials channel to do the, what is her name? Oh my God. Freya. We're going to be doing Freya on the 2nd, Friday night. So like a day away. And then on the 8th next week, on that Divine Essentials YouTube channel, I'll be live for the memberships readings. It's $2.99 a month. I go live the 2nd Thursday of the month, every month, and I do the readings for the members. So if you pay the $2.99, you get the stuff. You get to come. You get to be getting your reading. You ask one question, and I go in the order that the people came in. I'll be making that event probably either tonight or tomorrow, so people that can't be there can just comment their question before we start, and that way they don't have to be there, but they still get their question answered, and it'll be played back. It's everybody on the channel can see it, but only the members can comment their questions. So yeah, let me. I'm gonna have to flip you guys down. You have appetite. I'm hungry. I know. I was thinking the same thing when I said appetite. I was like, I don't have an appetite. I've been having wicked big appetite lately, and it sucks because it's like the one time we don't have food, I'm like starving. Like I asked my dad to bring home a loaf of bread yesterday, and I was asleep, and I woke up later at like 9, and he didn't get a loaf. He's like, I forgot to get I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know what to eat, man. We got nothing. And I'm like starving. But actually I gotta order some stuff tonight because I finally can do that. But yeah, I've been wicked hungry and no food. I'm like, what the hell? Usually we have food and I'm not hungry. It's like reverse psychology, I guess. So, boop 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 boop. Here we go. What are we gonna do? I know they said a white candle. So I'm just gonna use this white candle in place of this. Did I flip you guys? Yes, I did. I'm like, you're just looking at the ceiling. This stuff is still out from NYX last night. We did NYX for the darkness, the goddess of the darkness. You did it like all naked and stuff. This one also calls for having a bell. And what we're going to do is call in Hathor. I'm going to charge up these stones. So I've got these two. I've got these two. I've got this one and this one. And then this one and this one. And then I've got this one and this one. And then I've got this big one and that big one. Like that. Because you could put them into the corners of your house, but I'm also going to be like posting this one for sale. So it'll be all charged up with Hathor energy. And I'm just trying to keep it equal because they say to do 4, but I'm doing it for multiple people, so I'm doing more than 4. I'm going to set these ones aside. They're not going to be a part of this tonight. Sorry, guys. And these tantric twins will be for sale as well after if I get a chance to post them. If somebody wants one, they can let me know. And then I have these, which are rare. These are tanzanite. There's only one mine in the whole world, or there was only one mine in the whole world last time I checked. But I'm going to put these out, 2 and 2, and then 2 and 2, just because I'm connecting with a lot of people. So, boop, 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 boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these guys, I'm just kind of charge up on one plate. We've got our stuff going here, there, everywhere. Oh, ba ba ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. All right. The white candle. Maybe I'll do a bigger one. What's inside of you? This one has like the abundant stuff inside of it. So we'll do, oh, where's that pen? Oh, I forgot about all of you guys. Here, you guys can come out because the next new moon is here. And I've been charging all these things up since last moon. I gotta burn these things now, but this is one of the Tantric Twin Angel Aura. Oh yeah, and I gotta ask that lady if she wanted that. This is a Tantric Twin, this is Veracruz Amethyst, so it's like a very expensive one, but I'm gonna be selling that. I've been charging it. This is a, this one's my knife, but it's a Lemurian wand, but it's so fucking amazing. I love it. This is a Lemurian wand. This is the one that like burnt itself. I don't really know what happened to it. And then this is one that is very awesome sauce. Very, very different, very unique. Gotta burn these before we do the thing on the other night. Where is the pen? Here it is, I got it. You're beautiful. You made me. So, to be content would to be provided for, protected, loved, abundant, joyful. So contentment, protected, loved, abundant, joyful. And that wipes right off. It's like one of those things. This is the love one, so I'm going to say divine union. 11. Put it up there. And then this one is relaxing and calming. This is the amethyst. So I'm going to say peace and faith. And I don't know if this one will come off. Oh, it does. Good. So this one will write truth and integrity. We only want to deal with people who speak truth and integrity. And there we go. So, how's everybody doing over here? Couldn't sleep. Got you. Okay. Splicing like it's interstate. I have an appetite. I'm hungry. Roost reset. A new cut comes. What was that light thing? I'm not sure. What light thing? I don't know. I couldn't sleep last night. I need to get a couple of hours, but I guess what, Bridget, I asked my friend for professional photography. He would take Hebrews pictures of my tarot cards so I can digitize them, and he said he would do it for free to help me. Ooh, that's awesome. Like you, I'm eternally grateful. The red candle looks weird. The red candle? Oh. This one, I'm not using it, but this one is a fiery wall of protection I bought from someone else during, I don't even know. I've had it for over a year, but I'll remove it so it doesn't look weird. It's a bit sklongy, lol. I recently found the Tantric Twin quartz I bought from you a while back. Nice. Charge it up. Girls, please tell me off. I bought a fresh bed sheets and duvet covers, etc., and just ate a pie in bed and dropped crumbs. Oh well. You're not terrible. I do the same thing, and I'm a dude. I'm not a dude, man. You know, I do the same thing. I eat in my bed. It's like, whatever. Got dogs to clean up the crumbs. Get a couple of dogs, and you'll be all set. They're like making noises like, yeah, we'll come eat your food. We'll come eat all your food. They get excited about all that. They're like, I don't care. Yeah, drop it right here. Sure. Fine with me. Put you guys up a little bit. I need a better thing because that thing broke on the other one. But here we go. So we're gonna do. I feel like I want to clean up this a little bit. I gotta vacuum this. I don't want to just like. Well, I could just blow it on the ground. Quartzy, 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 quartz. These are other of those. Tantric twin is to help bring union to people. It will either bring in the person that will like be your mentor or the person that you're meant to have a significant love relationship with. And then each tantric twin has its like things. Like some of them have record keepers, some of them are like they'll have a rainbow, which is good for getting rid of depression. Some of them are like that, which is, you know, it's got the frequency of that certain type of amethyst, which there's, again, it's like a rare one. It's not as common as some of the others. There's so much about quartz if you haven't looked into it. Like I used to just be one of those people who just bought quartz, or, you know, I didn't even really buy any of these big crystals. They were either gifted or I won them from things. And then I had like a random weird awakening with quartz and realized how much is going on inside of them, because Spirit was like, buy some crystals, and so I finally bought them, and the first batch that I bought was like a major like awakening to what they have inside of them, and all the things. Like rainbows are good for getting rid of depression. Some of them have like a key so that things can go inside of them and live inside of them. They have like little doorways and stuff. So when people purchase like a quartz from me, I tell them, you know, like what the etchings are, what the face is about. This one has a lot of little record keepers on it. Record keepers are basically like triangles on the main face. The main face is the biggest one of these. I can never show it on here because it's like, you can kind of see, but there's little tiny things on them, and they all have different stuff about them. But when I'm not using the camera on here, I'll take better pictures. This is my favorite one ever. This is so much stuff going on in it. It's an ET, extra terminated, but it's also extraterrestrial, and it does no justice on here for some reason. They just suck. It's like, no, you can't see what is all the beauties. This one actually should be able to show you that, though. See how like the face has all those little like indents and stuff? Those are record keepers. But the most of the record keepers that we get they're like a they have a shape like a pyramid or triangle. This one has shapes that are different. But you got to catch the light just right to even show it. It's a pain in the ass. And there we go. These are twins. These are twins. These are twins. This is Angel Aura. It glows. I don't know if it's going to show you guys. Glows like all these purpley. Yeah. Woo, Angel Aura twin. Two together. And then we have our celestite. We have our good thingies. This was from Nick's last night, so I just kind of, I don't know, it just felt like it was dirty. Finally, I can vacuum later. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Doop, 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 doop. We're ready to rumble. All right. I don't know. Oh, my deer drum is missing. What the fuck? Maybe that's why the deer have been showing up so much. Where is my deer drum? Who stole my deer drum? I'm glad I took a nap today. Lemurians are nice. What are we saying? Oh, I loved you, Bridget from Australia. Glad I was able to join you today. I frequently miss your lives, but when I do see you, I always enjoy and benefit from your work. Thank you very much. And when I'm not live, and there's one, they're all saved. So just know that even if you're not here, you can, if you're not here while I'm live, you can still do it and still get the benefit of it. I know people like to be there at the live, but don't feel like you're cut off from the energy if you're not at the live, because it will still work for you. Energy's intelligent, and I've always included those things into my stuff when I'm like, hey guys, this is a timeless reading, or this is a blah 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 blah. I try to do that. And the moon is right there, and it's so full and so big. It's not full yet, but it's like pretty close. And Sovereign of Books saw Nyx before she came in, so that's a good sign, because we worked with Nyx last night. So that goddess energy is helping her still at this time. And we are going to do clearing. We have our Palo Santo to open sacred space. I now ground a vortex of divine healing light down into the earth and down through all her layers. Down through the rocks and down through the caverns of crystals and energies and frequencies. And I call on the Great Spirit Creator. I call on Pachamama and Mama Kocha, the healer of water. I call to the heart of Gaia, where we anchor the vortex into that heartbeat, which grounds us and steadies us. And here in the heart, I ask the Pleiadian, the Arcturian, the Lyran, the Andromedan, the Sirian, the Vegan, the Avian consciousness to help us in bringing that vortex back up, back through all the layers of the earth. And around our physical bodies and our homes, creating a sacred space, rising up and expanding out, moving past the edges of the atmosphere, through the moon, connecting with the frequencies and energies of the moon, trust the subconscious can create our dreams. And we continue to rise into the stars, to the Milky Way, to the light of Lyra. To connect the ancients, the ancestors, the creators, the Lyrans, their ability to manifest, to amplify the abundance, and to the light of Sirius, Isis, the divine feminine, the emotional cleansing, her beauty, her blue light, helping us to embrace our emotions, our truth, and allow that vortex to speed up and to rise through the light of the Pleiades, the unconditional love of the seven sisters, and Orion, the divine masculine, the protection, the pursuit of happiness, the provider, the chaser, the great bear, the hunter, and we are the gatherers. We already have all that we need. Everything is there. We just need to remind ourselves and trust ourselves and have faith in ourselves to see how much abundance and how many resources we've already acquired in our lives. The water in your shower, the blankets on your bed, the socks on your feet, the shoes that you wear, the cars that you drive or go within, the food that you eat, the jewelry, the makeup. All of these things creatively come together and create abundance. And we anchor the vortex into the light of source, where all information is known and stored. And we speed up to just under the speed of light for transmutation, and anything inside of the vortex that is not at the vibration of unconditional love, we transmute it out. And anything outside of the vortex that is not at the vibration of unconditional love, we do not allow it to come within. And anything that attempts, anything that is there, anything that is transmuted will be removed and sent far away to be transformed into something of light and something of peace, to feed the energies rather than harm, rather than feed on us. We allow that transmutation to sustain us, to fuel us, and we ask the elements to assist us, the waters to wash away the emotional debris, the fires to burn away the angers and resentments, the air to blow away the miscommunication are strong and steady. And we call on Hathor, the ancient goddess of contentment, the ancient Egyptian energies. And we light this candle in her name, in her honor. To bring us the abundance, the contentment, to bring us the protection, the joyful lift out of the negativity. We know that we are loved, and we know that we will find our union within, and as we do, we'll find it outward too. And we know and trust in the truth that is being ignited with integrity into our lives. The more that we embrace our truth, the fullness of it, the more we speak with integrity about ourselves and our work and our life, our play, the more we attract from others. And we bring peace, and we are faithful in knowing and trusting that all of this is coming to us. And we call on the spirit of the lotus, which helps us to see with our ancient eyes, helps us to leave behind the limits of this 3D world. We connect with the frequency of blue, connected to the throat, connected to your intuition, your creativity, allowing you to find the right words to speak, the right words to think, the right words to hear from yourself and others. And we ask that these stones all be encompassed within the energies of the great goddess to charge and activate their powers, their potential, to pass on the energies and frequencies to all those out there. We give with gratitude for them receiving. Allow yourself to think of the time where you were most happy in your life, where you were most peaceful and content. Taking nice deep breaths, imagine that time when you truly felt peace and loved, joy, excited, perhaps nervous, perhaps unsure of the next day, but happy all the same. Really allow yourself to feel that happiness inside of you now. Tap back into it. And if any other emotions rise up in front of it or on top of it or around it, it's okay, allow it. If you want to shed tears, if you are angry that it is no longer here, if you are sad that you cannot maybe find it at this moment, that's okay. As soon as you accept, you will release. And you can shed the tears, and you can shed the fears, and you can shed away all the layers of darkness and doubt. Anything that is blocking you now. Allow your breath to breathe in and pump up that feeling. And allow it to grow very, very strong inside. That love, that joy, that peace, that contentment that's deep within you. You know it's there. You can find it. Content, we say. Hathor, Lady of Amenti, the dweller of the great land, give me joy. Hathor, cow-eyed mother of Pharaoh, give me happiness. Hathor, the Lady of Titashest, the Eye of Ra, grant me contentment. Bless these stones and bring your blessings of joy. Bring your love, your nourishment, and satisfaction to them, and allow them to be a talisman of good fortune, of good peace. And if you've gathered the stones, you can place them in the four corners of a room or your home, wherever you feel guided. You could put them at the four corners of your property. If you have not already gathered them, that's okay. You can gather them tomorrow or another day, and again, just allow yourself to fill with the joy, the love, the happiness as you hold on to them and recite. Hathor, Lady of Amenti, the dweller in the great land, give me joy. Hathor, cow-eyed mother of Pharaoh, give me happiness. Hathor, the Lady of Titashert, the Eye of Ra, grant me contentment. Bless these stones. Bring me your blessings of joy. Bring me your love and nourishment and satisfaction into these stones, and allow them to be talismans of good fortune. And I am going to take some to the four corners of this room, and as I do, I bring the bell to ring and to give gratitude to Hathor for these blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the rest of these stones I will be making available to send to others, all charged and activated with content, peace, love. Also, all of the energies that we've been connecting to for the last 22 days now. And I ask that the vortex remain with each individual tonight who connects with these energies. Allow that vortex to remain with them until it is no longer necessary. If it suits them and assists them, their free will to accept it or to release it, let them be known. Let them trust. Let them feel the peace. And we bring the pillar of light down to the center of the vortex, into your crown, with the information and the wisdom of Hathor, and all of the wisdom and all of the light and all of the energy from this night into your heart and into your soul, down into your feet and down below. And that is that. Very easy one tonight. There we go. Hopefully that will support you. And like I said, it's been a long day. I've been creating all types of things. If you've just joined us, this will be available as a replay. The energy is intelligent. It will still reach you. You can fast forward the beginning part where we're just chatting about stuff, and get to the activation part and bring contentment, joy, peace, love, divine union, truth, integrity, faith, and all of those things into your life. But I am going to go and upload this onto YouTube and things and get myself into bed. But I'll be back for night 23 tomorrow. And thank you guys very much. Thank you, Nelly. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow in Renee. Namaste.